Episode 2 of Grace Found Me. Years had passed. Nomsa had grown stronger, but life still tested her faith. Every morning before sunrise, she watered the flowers in her small garden. She smiled whenever she saw them bloom. "They're just like us," she would whisper. People thought nothing good could come from this soil. But God knew better. Lowazi had settled into his career as an engineer. Although he earned a good salary, he never forgot where he came from. Every month, he sent money to his mother. Every Friday evening, no matter how busy he was, he called her. "Mama, have you eaten?" Nomsa would laugh. "My son, I'm your mother. I'm supposed to ask you that." One afternoon, Lowazi received an invitation to speak at his former high school. The principal wanted him to encourage the grade 12 learners before their final exams. Standing in front of hundreds of students, Lowazi looked at the same classrooms where he had once sat with an empty stomach and a heart full of dreams. He began quietly. "I wasn't the smartest because life was easy. I studied because education was my way out." The hall became silent. "I never met my father. My mother raised me alone after surviving something no woman should ever experience. She could have given up. She didn't. Everything I am today began with her prayers." Many students wiped away tears. When he finished speaking, a young girl waited outside the hall. She couldn't have been older than 16. "Sir, can I talk to you?" She explained that she was pregnant. Her boyfriend had disappeared. Her parents had chased her out of the house the night before. "I heard your story," she cried. "I don't know what to do." For a moment, Lowazi couldn't speak. It felt as if he was looking at his mother's life all over again. He gently said, "Come with me." That evening, he drove the young girl to Nomsa's house. When Nomsa opened the door and saw the frightened teenager, she understood before anyone said a word. She hugged the girl tightly. "You don't have to explain tonight," Nomsa whispered. "Tonight, you are safe." The girl burst into tears. It was the first hug she had received since discovering she was pregnant. Over the following weeks, Nomsa and Lowazi helped her find medical care, return to school, and reconnect with a pastor who treated her with kindness instead of judgment. Word spread through the community. Soon another young mother came. Then another. Some needed food. Some needed prayer. Some simply needed someone to listen. Nomsa looked at her small dining table one evening. There were 6 young women eating together. She smiled through tears. Years ago, she had prayed, "Lord, don't let my pain be wasted." Now she understood. God had turned the place where she once cried alone into a home where others found hope. One Sunday, Pastor Daniel stood before the congregation. "I believe God is calling us to begin a ministry for vulnerable young women," he announced. He looked toward the front row. "Sister Nomsa, would you lead it?" Nomsa froze. She remembered the frightened 17-year-old girl who once sat outside this very church because she believed she didn't belong. Now God was asking her to help others walk through the same doors she had once been afraid to enter. With tears in her eyes, she stood. "If God can use someone like me," she said softly, "then I'll go wherever He sends me." The church rose to its feet in applause. Not because Nomsa was perfect, but because they had witnessed what God's grace could do with a surrendered life. That evening, as the sun set over the hills, Nomsa opened her Bible to Romans 8, verse 28, and read aloud, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." She closed the Bible, looked at the women gathered in her home, and smiled. Grace had found her. That's the end of episode 2.